Dominator is a real robust oil. It's got the extreme protection that really, like I said earlier, separates the men from the boys. The Interceptor, a consumer-based oil, it has a little bit more what we see as rust protection when on bearings and stuff when an extended time that motor doesn't run. Like say for example, if you had snow in December and it melted for a month and you went back out there, or if you don't fog your motor during the summer, it's just an easier based consumer oil than the Dominator. Both of them will work great.
Okay, and then I guess Len and Kurt, this is directed a little bit towards you as far as on the Dominator motor oil side. Would you want to be using those in passenger cars, or why wouldn't you?
The Dominator oils don't carry any specs, so if you're going spec driven on a street vehicle, you wouldn't want to use the Dominator product. The Z-Rod oil was designed specifically for the street use. I don't want to take away from the Dominator product. As we heard from everybody, it's extremely tough. So you have to look at the application, I think. If you're going to build a hot rod, if you're going to build something like one of these cars in the back, the Z-Rod would be your recommendation. If you're going to build something that's going to end up super high horsepower, that's really going to beat up the oil, then you would go with the Dominator product. If you're going to go by pure specs, you wouldn't use the Dominator product because there are none on it.
All right, the next question for Kurt. What are the actual zinc and phosphorus levels of the break-in oil and the two Z-Rod products? Do we have any of that?
The actual levels, they're high.
They're up there. Let's call it that, Steve. They're very high. They're above 1,000. They're above 1,200. So they are extremely high. Parts per million, correct.
Another question, Len, probably for you, regarding the assembly lube. Is it safe for transmissions and rear differentials?
You could put the assembly lube into a rear differential, yes. Many times those applications call for the same type of deal. I would rather see there's no reason why you couldn't use the severe gear in a rear differential. But as far as a transmission goes, absolutely not. Do not put that into a transmission. It's designed for engine assembly. That's what it should be used for.
Okay, the next question is for Jeremy Meyer. Jeremy, I know you've got a long and great relationship with Terry Rinker. Is that sponsorship going to continue this year?
Definitely. Terry, we've been with him for 8-9 years now. He's one of the best Formula One prop boat drivers in the world. We have a great Marine base. We have Bob Teague. We have the Next Bike guys. Some other anglers out there. Terry just accentuates that whole program. So yes, we are.
Next question for Gary Parsons. On the circuit, how often do you put the quick shot in?
Well, I use the quick shot every single day when I fill up the kicker. You know, the kicker doesn't take a huge volume of gas. Basically a gallon or two a day is even if you're trolling all day long. But even when I add a gallon, I can open up the back of the truck. You'll see my partially open quick shots in there. I always add it. On the big engine, I'll usually about once a month. You know, we carry 50, 60 gallons of gas in those boats. Once a month, I'll quick shot the whole works and make sure that I get a situation where I'm treating the gas, where if there is any you know, separation, that gets taken care of. And since I've been doing that, it's been fantastic.
We got to get you set up with some of the new 32-ounce packer size then, probably.
There you go. That'd be a lot better than me sitting there going down.
We'd like to know who asked that question. Can you raise your hand? It's for a free bottle of Quick Shot. What do you think? Oh, sure. Everybody's Good job, guys.
I asked that question to myself.
Well done.
You're definitely taking this.
Len, this question is towards your team. As far as power sports, what really is the difference between the Sabre Pro and the Sabre Outboard?
The Sabre Pro carries some different specs. You have to look at it from a spec standpoint when you're dealing with the Sabre products. The Outboard is a TCW3 product. It's designed to go in the water. It's an ash-free type of a product. You need to stick with the water with that one. Excuse me, the ATP, the Sabre Pro, that carries a JSO FD rating. That's the highest JSO rating that you can achieve. So it comes into a spec thing. That's also designed for the land-based stuff. It's more of an ash type product. You want to see that in trimmers. You want to see that in lawnmowers. So just stick to the land on that one. Land or water basically is Sabre Outboard or Sabre Pro.
All right, question for Steve Shearing. What grease do you use on the skidoos?
Okay, can you hear me now?
No.
How about now? Yeah. Okay.
We'll teach you how to use that thing yet. You just watch.
Okay, I'm going to give you a couple of corny answers that you're probably not used to on this one, but we started out using the race grease for a while, and through the last 7-8 years, we transitioned from that to the water-resistant grease that did a really good job on the washout suspension. Now this year, we're actually using the heavy-duty truck grease, the yellow coated tubes that are the summer weight, and that stuff is phenomenal. I mean, that grease and actually all of our equipment too. I have a bunch of heavy equipment this summer. That stuff was phenomenal on retention, and my guys this summer don't do the best job on maintenance on their equipment, so instead of having to grease every day, we're going to be greasing once a week. And we found that in our application is the best grease from year on. Even though it wasn't designed for that, we've had the best retention and the best success with moving parts of that.
All right. Well, thanks, Steve. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. We appreciate you being here.